welcome back to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Do like and share. So today's session is proximity sensor. Okay, already in last video we seen about the sensor. All the sensors work on the NONC concept only, guys. So proximity sensor is nothing but it detects the presence of nearby object, means without any physical contact it will sense. Okay, so let's take example. You can checking your motor, you can rotating parts. So without touching, if you are touching that rotating part, what happen? It will not rotate properly. So in that case we are using proximity sensor. Okay, proximity, the meaning of proximity is nothing but nearby object. Okay, here the proximity actually how it is working, it emits the electromagnetic radiation field of or a field of electromagnetic beam. Already who are the electrical background or mechanical ground, they know the what is electromagnetic radiation, because where there is a plates, metallic plate, it will radiates the energy that is in the form of electromagnetic radiation. Okay, so it is a high reliable, guys, because there is no mobile parts. Okay, so we are not touching the circuit frequently, making the circuit we are closing with metallic or plastic body. That's why we are not disturbing the circuit of the sensor. Okay, so all the sensor made up of with electronics component that is covered with the metallic body or plastic body. Okay, so because of that reason the life of the sensor is high. Okay, so proximity sensor also used in machine vibration monitoring to measure the variation in distance between shaft and supporting bearing. By using all where other sensor we can't check the distance and variations of the machines, because that is the rotating parts. That's why we can't keep any sensor near to it. Okay, so it has range, means we have to select the sensor according to the range. So that depends on range it will sense. Okay, here proximity sensor are commonly used on mobile, because see already everyone has a smartphone. So in that we have one proximity sensor. When you are getting the phone, when you are calling to anybody, what happen when you are keeping near to the ear, your phone getting off because of proximity sensor only. It is you are keeping your near to the ear, that's why it will get off. Okay, so here we have types of proximity sensor. There are 4-5 types of proximity sensor, guys. We will discuss 3 types, that is inductive proximity sensor and capacitive proximity sensor and photoelectric proximity sensors. These are the most common usable in industries and in application oriented where we want to do automation. So these are the most commonly used sensor in every field. Okay, in photoelectric sensor also there is a type through beam sensor or opposed sensor. Retroreflective sensor is also one type, and diffuse or reflective sensor. Okay, so these are the 3 types in photoelectric proximity sensor. Here we will discuss the first inductive sensor. Actually inductive sensor detect the presence of nearby object, that is in the form of metallic only. It will not detect the non-metallic, it will detect only metallic object. Okay, we have to keep at least 1 millimeter, guys, thickness, so that will detect as any proximity sensor there is a electronic circuit. And the inductive proximity sensor and capacitive proximity sensor has a main component, that is core or coil and oscillator, Smith trigger and output amplifier. Okay, so here oscillator, actually see you are seeing internal part of the inductive sensor. This body is made up of plastic or metallic body, guys. Okay, so it may be a rectangular shape, it may be a circular shape. Actually it has some length and height also, so according the manufacturer will decide. And main is range. Okay, so we have to select the range according to the requirement. In real time practical, means in real time you are seeing like this, your sensor is like this only with metallic body. First in this also you have to select a PNP or NPN, means here we have sourcing input and sinking output also. Sinking input, sourcing output, and sourcing input, sourcing output, like that PNP or NPN selection will be there. So we can discuss later, but every input or every sensor depends on NONC concept only. Okay, so actually in that whatever the we see in the circuit main components, oscillator oscillator, trigger, Schmitt triggering. These all oscillator creates the symmetrical oscillating magnetic field that radiates the ferrite core, and coil arrays the sensing phase. Whatever the phase is there, it will create from that it create the magnetic field. Okay, so here Schmitt triggers respond to those amplitude changes and adjust the sensor output. Okay, it will adjust the sensor output. See here we have adjustable also, so that's why it is saying adjust the output. Okay, if it is moving the sensor range, the circuit begins to oscillate again and the Schmitt trigger returns the sensor to its previous output. Okay, so inductive sensor are typically rated by frequency per second. Actually in AC it is 10 to 20 hertz, and in DC 500 hertz to 5 kilohertz. Okay, it in DC. So here we will see capacitive sensor. So in that capacitive sensor, it will detect both metallic, non-metallic, liquid also, solid also. So in metallic, all the types of metals, iron, steel, everything, silver, all the metallic it will detect, and in liquid it will detect all the water, oils, everything. So every sensor you have to choose according to the range only, means up to what millimeter it is detecting. Okay, inductive sensor it has a coil. Okay, but in capacitive sensor it has a plate. Okay, or housing a head and position to the operate like an open capacitor. This capacitive sensor, the name itself saying that it's a capacitor, and similarly it will acting as a capacitor only for detecting the object. Means whatever you are keeping the object, see this is your object, and same components whatever involved in the capacitive also, whatever the components in inductive sensor, same thing in capacitive sensor also, but only thing is here we are using the plate. Okay, so if you know the concept of capacitance, then no need to explain this dielectric air. Okay, so if you are automation, if you want to learn the automation, you have to go through the basic electrical, how dielectric air is forming, how capacitor is forming, what are the principle behind it. So you have to check it, guys. Okay, so whatever you are keeping the object, here dielectric air will be forming and this plate will be charged. Okay, whatever we seen in inductive sensor, same thing we have to check in capacitive also. See here we are giving the DC input. See when you are selecting the sensor, there is two types of sensor, AC sensor and DC also. So you can give 220 volts AC input, and DC also up to 24 volts, 32 volts. So you have to check the range and type of the voltage also. Okay, so here we are giving the DC. See, if you are using the DC, what happen means according to the range for DC, if you are giving 24 volts, you can't give the 220 volts is for the same sensor. Okay, because it is made with electronics component, everything will be go off. Okay, means it will burn. So that's why we have to first select the range. After that only we have to give the supply. Okay, here we are giving the DC supply. After sensing the object, magnetic field will be created. Okay, so all the sensor already I said it work on the NONC concept only. Okay, see here the difference between capacitive and inductive. Actually inductive sensor use a coil to generate an electromagnetic field, but capacitive sensor use a capacitive plate to generate a electrostatic field. Okay, there is a little bit difference between electromagnetic and electrostatic field. Okay, so see here photoelectric sensor, actually already you seen three type sensors, inductive, capacitive, and one more is photoelectric sensor. So photo itself saying that it has light. Okay, it has light in the form of electric signal. Okay, so here also in photoelectric sensor, actually a self-contained photoelectric sensor contain the optics, means light, along with the electronics component. Here also every sensor designed with electronics components only. Okay, see here through beam sensor. Actually, it detects the presence of object. It has a emitter and a detector. Only means when you are using the through beam sensor, you have to install the two things: detector one side and emitter one side. Okay, between that metal we have to install it. Okay, means metal object we have to keep it. Okay, the laser diode emits the laser beam which detected by the photoelectric sensor. Okay, so this detector is a sensor and this emitter is a diode. Okay, it will emit the laser beam, means it will emit the light. Okay, see here, when target enters the region, see here, this is your emitter and detector. When this object coming, this object move here, this light will be off, means your object is detecting the light. Okay, so on that time it will detect it will detect there is a presence of object. Okay, means your emitter light will not go to the detector. Okay, here we will see retroreflective sensor. Here both a light emitting and light receiving element in the same housing only, means light emitter and detector in same only. Okay, here the light from the emitting element hits the reflector, return to the light receiving element. Okay, when target is present, light is interrupted. Here we have one reflector. Okay, here emitter and receiver in both things, means emitter and receiver in one component only, and you are keeping the reflector. You can take any reflector. Your target means your object. When it is moving, emitter emits light and again reflect to the receiver. Okay, emitter emitting the light and again reflect to the receiver. This reflector, what happen, it reflect the light and again reflecting to the receiver. It is going to the receiver, means it is receiving. Okay, reflective sensor, in that there is a no reflector, only emitter and receiver is there and your object. Okay, so here seeing only emitter receiver is there and your object, means when you are keeping the object, your object is acting as a reflector. Okay, it will reflect and again receiving to the element, means it is shows only signal, guys, means your object is presenting or not. All the sensor depends on NONC concept only, guys. In sensor also there is a NPN sensor and PNP sensor. In that also we are going to select 3 wire and 4 wire selection is there. So in 3 wires you have to choose a phase, neutral, NO or NC, but not both. In 4 wire, phase, neutral, means positive, negative, NONC. Okay, so according to that you are giving the you are connecting the circuit, means already in last video I said about float switch, means how it is working. If you are keeping in NO, what happen, after interacting the object, what happen, it become NC. So similarly in any sensor it will act like that only. Okay, so if you are keeping in NO, what happen, when it is sensing, it become NC, means your next signal will be processed. There is a lot of application by using these all sensor, guys, in real time application, because these all sensor used in automation, so it has real time application, means after when conveyor is moving, after conveyor moving, this object should move. In that case we are using these all the sensors. Okay, so question is this much only. If you like the videos, please give the comment. If you have any questions in that concept, you can write in description box, and or else you can post on my mail ID also. I will describe you in detail. And if you need any information regarding automation, solar, electrical, CAD and electrical subject oriented questions, so you can ask me, no problem. Okay, I think hope you understand today's sessions. If you have any doubt, please mention in the comment box, and please like and share my video. Okay, thank you.